What is up, everybody? Welcome to Robin's Nest Crypto, the channel where we talk about everything crypto. In today's video, I'm going to be answering the question of why Elon Musk is promoting Dogecoin of all cryptocurrencies. How did that relationship even come about, and why does Dogecoin even have value? So if these are questions that you've been wondering yourself, stick around. We're going to answer them in this video. Before we do that, I just want to say, guys, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I am working to take this channel to the very top of all the crypto YouTube channels. I hope to be the hub for you guys for crypto information. So again, I would love it if you would join me on this journey and hit that subscribe button for me. Okay, so the Elon Musk Dogecoin relationship sort of goes back a bit, okay? So for those of you who don't know, Dogecoin was started very early on. I forget when exactly it was founded, but it was founded as a joke, okay? The whole Dogecoin deal was really just a meme token. And I'm not trying to insult Dogecoin by saying this. That's literally the purpose of why Dogecoin was started. So, you know, a lot of people kind of took a liking to it because it had a lighter-hearted feel to of crypto. It was a lighter-hearted side of crypto, Dogecoin. And again, it grew a massive community around that because it was more lighter-hearted, it was funny, and people liked it. People held it. Even Vitalik Buterin had a bunch of Dogecoin at one point in time that he was just holding. And again, it was all sort of just a joke that the community kind of came around. The whole crypto community was, kind of a fan of. And in 2019, the community elected Elon Musk as the CEO of Dogecoin. So when that originally happened, not a whole lot was going on between, Elon and Doge. He kind of ignored him for a little while. But then the next bull run started, right? The big bull run in 2020. And when things started to turn around, Elon really started to become more vocal about Dogecoin. He kind of accepted his role and was like, okay, this is kind of fun. Like, let's do it. And so he was the acting CEO of Dogecoin at that point. From Elon's perspective, the reason he chose this, he's talked about it lots and lots on different news networks. People are talking about why you're pushing Dogecoin, why Dogecoin? And his explanation for that is that usually the most fun outcome is the most likely outcome. And what he's talking about is that he feels like Dogecoin is the fun, sort of enjoyable cryptocurrency, right? And because of that, it's likely to become the most used currency, cryptocurrency. It's going to be the community's cryptocurrency. And so that is sort of his take and angle on the whole Dogecoin situation. And it's really interesting because he's implementing it. I don't know if you guys follow along, that he's, Tesla has been talking about accepting Dogecoin for purchases of Tesla. I think he's working on rolling that out as we speak. There's been a number of different, vendors that have started accepting Dogecoin because Elon Musk has been sort of behind it. And he's really united the community, which is really awesome to see. So this kind of rolls into the next question of why does Dogecoin have value? Why not something like Bitcoin? Why not something like Ethereum? Why, of all things, Dogecoin? The reason for that is you kind of have to understand, fiat currency in general, right? I know that, the US dollar is backed by the full faith of the US government, and that's something behind it. But at the end of the day, the reason a dollar has value is because we all agree it has value, right? If you went to the store and the owner of that store just decided they were no longer going to accept dollars, then now all you're holding is a piece of paper, right? You would need to find a way to get the goods. The goods are what you're after, not necessarily the dollar. And the same kind of idea applies to Dogecoin in this case. So the reason Dogecoin is gaining in value is because the community behind it. The community behind it is starting to see it as a form of money. They're starting to see it as a way to transfer value to one another. And as it gets implemented in more payment networks and things like that and accepted for Teslas and things like that, then it'll naturally gain more value because it has ways to access other value. So I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, or if you're having a hard time following that, but basically that's it, is that the community behind Dogecoin is what gives the token value. Now if the community walked away and everyone just decided, screw it, we don't want Doge anymore, then the value of it would collapse. But the thing is that the community is so strong behind Dogecoin, and it's sort of a fun community, that it's really sticking around. And with last cycle's bull run, unless you were living under a rock, you know that Dogecoin absolutely exploded. And so now it's got a lot of community members. It also has a lot of speculators, people who are trading it, speculating on the price action. And so I don't ever think it's going to go away. And especially with Elon and really pushing it, it could end up being a very innovative cryptocurrency at the end of the day. Maybe there's some technology that they'll add to it, but that answers the value question. So when you combine the two, you've got Elon Musk, who is obviously a widely known real life CEO, runs big company Tesla, multiple companies technically, and you combine him with a token that already has a strong community, you get sort of like an extra strong community. And so it's really interesting, because I was a big critic of Doge when it first started out. I was like, oh, there's no way, like Doge is gonna pump and then it's gonna dump off a cliff. A lot of people are going to lose their money because they're basically just gambling on it. And why, yes, it went up and it did go down, just like every other crypto in the space did. It held its value very, very well. And I was sitting there scratching my head. I know along with a lot of other people who, look at everything from a financial perspective, right? You try to estimate and go, okay, well, where's the value here? And a lot of people are like, there's no value with Dogecoin, so why is it going up? There's no way it can sustain this. But people were discounting the community. And I think that's something that this cycle has taught us a lot, is just how powerful a community is. People coming together, especially in the crypto space around a token, how powerful that can be. And so again, that is why the value came around, and now it's sort of opened up my mind, and I've started to see it now, and I'm like, okay, wow, it's not all about value propositions. It's not all about making money and things like that. Like, these are genuine cryptocurrencies that people are gathering around simply because they like it and they like the community. They formed a community around it, and that in itself is value. So anyways, guys, I know this is a little bit of a shorter video, but just wanted to explain that because I feel like a lot of people have asked that question of why Dogecoin is taking off, why Elon Musk supports them, and just how that whole thing kind of came about. So that's what this video is meant to answer. I hope it did. If there's anything you would like to add that I didn't go over in this video, definitely drop it down in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you guys. And again, hit that subscribe button for me, and I'll see you next time.